let's start there, right?
It's the shorts, bro.
Let's start there. So a lot of people, especially when they first get into entrepreneurship into business from their 9 to 5 or wherever they're coming from, they're trying to grow an organic audience, right? They don't want to, or they don't know how to put out 10K and make 20, 30K, right?
Yeah.
So for somebody who's trying to grow organically, is there a strategy for that, or you're saying no, invest in ads? Break that down.
No. There's definitely a strategy. I actually got a whole PDF on it, and I made this last year. I can update it for this year. I was giving it away for free. So, like, this is just my opinion, right? We have all these different tools and resources that individuals can use to market, but yet you won't post. Not y'all.
No, I know that.
But they won't post. They won't go live. They won't make YouTube content.
I call that lazy.
Listen,
I call that lazy.
I'm gonna talk to y'all. You watching this right now? You realize that YouTube is the number 2 search engine. Everybody goes to YouTube to learn something.
What's number 1?
Or watch TV. Google. It's the same company though, right? So if you know the number 2 most search engine is the same company as the number 1, and everyone literally goes on goes on YouTube to learn something, to watch a video, to then implement the thing, or be entertained, right? But you won't have a channel so they can watch just you and your business? How that make sense? It's literally free. So you can have someone, right, spend time with you without spending time with you. Right. Or you spending time with your family, and that video can make you money, but you won't make the video. It don't make no sense. Right? That's why when I talk to clients, I'll be like, yo, so you telling me you won't make a video, or you think content creation is hard work, but you could be outside right now in 90 degrees or 10 degrees, right? Either laying some concrete, right? Or doing some hard work, frigid. That's actually hard work for 10 hours, 15 hours, 20 hours. And shout out to the people that actually do those tough jobs. But we're talking about making a video about the thing that you say that you love to help people with, but you won't make the video. And not only will you not make the video, you won't post the video.
Or you won't market yourself.
Well, that's
one thing we said today. It starts with me.
Yeah.
Millionaire Essentials. It starts with me. It starts with you.
So you got social media, you got YouTube, you got streaming, you got emails, you got text messages, you got other people's stages as OPS, you got other people's platforms, you got all these different, you got all these different opportunities that you can get on. You can host a podcast. You can use a podcasting strategy as client acquisition. Right, you can go on podcasts with the 52W strategy. That's 1 podcast a week for 52 weeks, and just make it a point to get on different platforms where people can discover you. You can do shout out pages, right? There's just so many different ways that you can do. You can run those. You can run all of those all at the same time, and then throw some ads on top if you want.
So one thing I want to throw in, right? This is something that I learned. Nothing. When it comes to marketing, there's no such thing as organic marketing, and what I mean by that. People think organic marketing is basically, quote unquote, I'm going to put in the sweat equity without paying money, right? But in all actuality, you still have to pay for something, whether you pay for studio time, whether you pay for podcasts, whether you pay for CapCut to edit your videos, whether you pay for somebody to shoot. That means it's not fully organic. Unless you're shooting, you're doing the editing, you built your own studio, you have to pay to invest in yourself. So when we say paid, people think, oh, that only means I pay for ads. No, everything you have to pay and invest in.
Yeah.
So in my eyes, what I learned, nothing is like just organic. That word doesn't exist when it comes to marketing. You pay to be able to scale your business. So you invest in the teams. You invest in subscriptions or products to be able to scale your podcast or social media. You invest in marketing budget. All of this, you should be putting out dollars to be able to, like you said, put out $1 and make 5.
Yeah, facts.
Put out 5 and make 10. And this is the problem why people are stuck in a place, because it's a mindset shift they're not making. So tell us, like, when it comes to podcasting in 2025, how do we use that to blow our business up?
So there's a couple different strategies, right? One of my favorite strategies that anyone can do right now is, I'm gonna use you guys for example. So right now you have what's the name of the show? Is it just the Millionaire Essential show?
Yeah, right now it's just the Millionaire Essential podcast.
So let's look at this as just your podcast.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So this is like the main pod. So you can create a second show. Let's say it was just virtual only, because we want it to be low lift. We want it so, as this example, people can realize that they can do it too. Right. So let's call it like the Money Show.
Mm-hmm.
So the Money Show brought to you by Millionaire Essentials. Right. So it's going to be virtual only. What you're going to do is you're going to position and market the show because it's a client acquisition show. You're going to market it for guests to come on that would be a potential fit for your offer. So if you're looking for funding, so the messaging can be like, hey, listen, if you're a business owner, right, and you're making 6 figures a month or whatever it is, 5 figures a month, and you're looking to get access to capital, grow, scale, or launch your business, apply here to be a guest on the Money Show by Millionaire Essentials. Now you're speaking directly to someone that might be a good fit to be a client for funding. You have them sit in the chair, you interview them, right? You make the show 100% about them. You ask questions about their business, but you see 2 or 3 questions and see if they're a good fit for funding.
Correct.
If they got the right LLC structure, if maybe the credit's in a good situation. 20-minute, 30-minute show. It's not a full pod because it's client acquisition show.
Yes.
Once the podcast is over, you already have the information. You're like, damn, this dude's probably a good fit. And they already filled out the application. So you know. So show's over. I already got no like trust with both of y'all. So it's easy for you to be like, yo, Brendan, so, we heard that, just based on, just how the conversation went on the podcast, it looked like you might need some funding.
Correct.
Like, we can have you apply right now, or we can set an appointment up for you to apply, and we can get on the phone this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that sounds good. So you just create a show specifically for you to find prospects, and you're not going after random guests. Those are for the main show, or guests that you want to talk to. That's for the main show. This guest is marketed specifically for prospects that might be a good fit for your offer. And then it's an actual podcast. So it goes out and it's attracting more of those people that are applying to be a guest on the show. So whether you approve guests or not, now you just build out a whole list of people that can still be on a call for funding. And that's how you use a free podcast as a client acquisition model to find more of your ideal client and then scale up your offer.
And now you become a network because now you're no longer just a podcast, you're a network.
And guess what? And they all need other things. So that's when you build your premium affiliate list. Do you want to learn how to speak more and make more? Well, in little as 4 days, that's right, 4 days, you can learn how you can speak more and make more by mastering funding, mastering your message, mastering your marketing, mastering your ads, and also mastering your message. Join us in only 4 days at the Audience Growth Challenge so we can teach you how to speak more and make more. Click the link below. Let's get it.